In this video, we're going to be taking a look at 10 great PS4 games under $35 in May 2016. These prices were taken from Amazon, and keep in mind that these prices do fluctuate, so if you're watching this video at a later date, they might be different. With that being said, let's get right into this with number 10. Number 10, Metro Redux for $16. Metro Redux is a terrific collection of games released on last generation platforms. Including Metro 2033 and Metro Last Light, they are two fantastic single-player first-person shooters in an era where those are pretty hard to come by. They have great writing, characters, gameplay, they're just very competent single-player experiences. And what's great about them being remasters is that these are games that really needed it. They just didn't run up to par on last generation consoles, and the fact that it's only $16 makes it an even more enticing pickup.
PS4 and Xbox One, the hardware in the living room is now capable of delivering that original high-end PC experience.
Quit looking at my ass. It's way out of your reach.
Number 9, Dragon Age Inquisition for $19. Picking up Dragon Age Inquisition for $19 is an absolute steal. While it may not be the best RPG on the PS4, it's still well worth the time, and time is something you can spend a lot of in Inquisition. For $19, you are getting hundreds upon hundreds of hours of gameplay. If you're looking for sheer value out of your dollar, you really can't go wrong with Dragon Age Inquisition. You're getting a ton of content for your money. Number 8, Gravity Rush Remastered for $25. Gravity Rush was one of the best games on the PlayStation Vita, and earlier this year it was released on the PlayStation 4 in the form of a remastered edition. This version includes all of the DLC content and a gallery mode, which is a very nice addition because of how great the game is from an art point of view. If you've never played Gravity Rush, this is by far the best version, and for $25 it's worth a pickup, especially with Gravity Rush 2 expected to launch this year. Number 7, the Talos Principle Deluxe Edition for $24. The Talos Principle is arguably the most underrated game released on the PlayStation 4 thus far. It's a narrative-driven puzzle game. Talos Principle has a philosophical storyline taking the tale of Talos from Greek mythology. It's thoughtfully designed with a world that is absorbing and engaging. The game does require a bit of player investment, and it's not perfect throughout, but for fans of puzzle games, this is an absolute must-play. It's available for $24. Number 6, Resident Evil Revelations 2 for $17. Resident Evil games have been fairly hit or miss over the last several years, but Revelations 2 definitely falls under a hit. The game was released under the episodic format, but obviously when you buy it now, you can just play through all 5 episodes at once. The core mechanics of Revelations 2 were well done from level design, gameplay, it's all pretty good. There's definitely room for improvement, but it was a step in the right direction for the franchise, and it's available for only $17. Number 5, Wasteland 2 Director's Cut for $25. Wasteland 2 is a post-apocalyptic RPG, a sequel to the game released in 1998. The game is definitely not for everyone. It's got the feel of a PC RPG over a console RPG, and being on a console, that may make it a bit awkward for some. However, if you can get past that, what you'll find is a terrific world with great writing and solid tactical gameplay. And while the visuals may not be the AAA graphics in some big budget games, it works for the style of the game and the environments are pleasant to look at. For $25, those looking for a deep RPG, Wasteland 2 will be right up your alley.
Question a raider for info, nor will a squad with silky dialogue skills be able to talk their way past a mutated cockroach.
Number 4, Destiny the Taken King Legendary Edition for $34. Destiny was one of the most controversial games when it released back in 2014. Many called it a gigantic disappointment, a generic loot fest, and so on. But over time it has gotten better and better, and with Destiny the Taken King, you get all of the content that's improved the game. You get the base game, both DLCs, and the big Taken King expansion, all for $34, an excellent deal for a load of content. And if you never gave Destiny a shot, now is definitely the time to do so. Number 3, Borderlands the Handsome Collection for $32. Borderlands the Handsome Collection bundles Borderlands 2, Borderlands the pre-sequel, and all of both games' respective DLCs. That is a ton of content, not to mention with the Handsome Collection, both games are remastered to look and run better. Both of the base Borderlands games would keep you busy for a while, but add in the DLC and you've got at least 100 hours of gameplay out of this collection. If you've never played Borderlands, this collection is a fantastic way to do so for only $32. Number 2, Just Cause 3 for $33. Just Cause 3 is a relatively new release, so picking it up for only $33 is pretty good. Now, this is far from a perfect game on consoles. There are a lot of performance issues, long load times, etc. Since the game's release, patches have made those problems significantly better, but it's still not perfect. However, if you can get past that, there's a really great game in Just Cause 3. Exploring the gigantic sandbox, blowing stuff up, the game is an absolute blast. The story isn't anything to write home about, but Just Cause is all about the gameplay and the core mechanics are great. For $33, it's a solid deal. Finally, number 1, Assassin's Creed Syndicate for $29. Assassin's Creed is probably one of the more polarizing game series of the last decade. At first, it was immensely popular, but with yearly releases starting to become stale and the abomination that was Assassin's Creed Unity, many didn't even give Syndicate a chance. And that's a shame because Assassin's Creed Syndicate is a fantastic game. The performance issues from Unity are completely gone, the story is among the best of the series, and the gameplay, while largely similar, there have been refinements made to make it better. For $29, I would highly recommend giving AC Syndicate a shot. It's a great game.
Damn it!
So that wraps up 10 great PS4 games under $35. What do you think? Will you be picking any of these games up? Let us know in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.